and welcome back for another short flow. Today is part one of a two-part sequence where I'm going to teach you to slowly build strength and condition to get into a supported headstand. So this is part one where we're going to focus on the strengthening and conditioning skills that you will need to get into that posture. Part two will then be focusing on the setup and the ways that you get in the entry into supported headstand and looking after yourself afterwards. So today you don't need anything at all, just some space on the floor, a mat if you have one, and whenever you're ready, come join me in Tadasana. Standing in Tadasana, we're going to work our way straight down to forward fold. So we're going to inhale as we lift our hands up above our head, extended Tadasana. As we exhale, we're going to keep that length as we swan dive all the way up and over into Uttanasana, forward fold, bringing the chest towards the thighs and the crown of the head towards the ground. And just take a moment here to loosen off your lower back, your glutes, your hamstrings. If you want to take ragdoll and cradle opposite elbow and opposite hand, you can do, swinging from side to side if you wish. Take one last deep inhale as you find more length in the spine, and as you exhale, fold deeper over the legs, plant your hands on the floor, and you've got the option to step or hop back to plank. If you're going to hop, inhale to lift your heels and bring your knees in towards your chest. As you exhale, catch and plank. Try not to let those hips sag. Hold here for 3, 2, 1, and then exhale. Come down to low plank. Try not to touch the floor and hold for 3, 2, 1, and then release to the floor. And you can inhale as you press up to Cobra. Take a nice deep breath in here. And then as we exhale, we're going to come back to down facing dog. From down facing dog, we're going to learn to find our float. So you're going to hop from side to side, coming back to this down facing dog position in between. If you want to stop and watch the first one with me, you can, and then follow along. We're going to do 3 repetitions each side. So you're going to look forwards as you bend your knees. You're going to find that kind of coiled up, spring-loaded position in your down facing dog. We're going to hop to the right first. So you're going to inhale as you lift. Exhale to land. See if you can find some air time. So the higher you bunny hop up into that jumping position, the longer you're going to have in the air and the more floaty this movement's going to feel. And then just simply step back to down facing dog, and we'll go again on the other side. So find your coil spring load position, bending the knees, looking forwards as you inhale, and as you exhale, hop. See if you can find a little bit of float and land softly if you can. So this requires a bit of pressing into the ground through the arms, planching through the shoulders to help the body lift itself and land gently. And then step back to down facing dog. So you're going to do 2 more of those each side with your own breath and your own time. Finding that spring load position each time, looking forwards as you inhale and catch. Last one. And then just come back to the center and join me in Child's for a couple of breaths. We're going to come back up into down facing dog now and do a few crunches so that you're starting to engage your core. So with the inversions, we need our core to be engaged. So this is teaching us how to fire up those areas and switch on those muscles. So spread your fingers, tuck your toes, and press back to down facing dog. We're going to inhale to lift our right leg up into 3-legged down facing dog. And as we exhale, crunch it through between the knees. Inhale to kick back. We're going to do that 2 more times. Exhale, crunch it through between the knees. See if you can bring your nose to your knee. Exhale, crunch back. Sorry, inhale, lift back. Last one, exhale, crunch. Inhale, step back to down facing dog and switch sides. So inhale, left leg up high this time. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lift 1 last time. Exhale, crunch. And then step back. Press through the arms, come down onto the knees. And just find extended child's pose and catch your breath for a few moments. If you want to come into normal child's pose and completely relax your shoulders, you can. So we've done a lot through our hands and our wrists and our arms and our shoulders as well, of course. But now we're going to work on that forearm position, because in your headstand, in a supported headstand, your body weight is going through your forearms and your elbows. So our next pose that we're going to work on now is dolphin pose, as that's a really good progressive pose to help you into that inverted feeling. So with dolphin pose, just measure your arms like this, so hand on opposite elbow, and that will give you the spacing that you need with the placement of your elbows so that they're directly under your shoulders, and then just simply twist your hands out so you're reaching forward, so you're in that kind of sphinx-like position. You can, if you want to, have your hands more in a tripod. It's up to you with the placement, just your elbows need to be that sort of distance. So think about that tripod setup or square setup, wherever you need to be. You're then going to tuck your toes and push your hips into the sky, just like down facing dog, and start to walk, push your head through your shoulders. So take your feet hip distance apart, push your hips high, and press through your elbows and your forearms to push your head through your shoulders. Just take 3 deep breaths here. Last deep breath all the way in. And then exhale, release, and come back to that child's pose. So from here, we're going to try, like we did with down facing dog, just a few floats. So we're going to do that with a supported kind of So from here, we're going to do a few single leg dolphin floats just to get you confident in putting a bit more weight through those forearms and lifting your hips up above a bit higher. Not quite as high as you will for your supported headstand, but just a little bit higher so you can start to build your confidence. So set yourself back up in that supported, that dolphin pose, with your arms and elbows. So remember to measure. Come up onto your toes and lift your hips high towards the sky. Look just between your fingers, so maybe towards where your thumbs are, or even in that gap between your arms, wherever your flexibility needs allows you. So it could be anywhere from your elbow to your thumb, really, where your eye gaze needs to be. And you're just going to rock onto your toes a few times, shifting the weight forwards into the arms. Maybe do 5 of these. One last one. And then we're going to lift one leg up high, and then rock forwards, and then come back, and lift the other leg up high, rock forwards, come back. We'll do that 3 times each side. So you're beginning to feel that lift and that strength and that push that you need through your shoulders and your armpit. Last time on this side. And then come back down into extended child's pose and just recover for a few moments. And then relax your shoulders, relax your hands either side of you. For a couple of breaths. So, if you're new to inversions, this would be really good to build up that strength that you need across your shoulders and your arms. So maybe repeat a few of these, stop and pause the videos. Each one of these, I would say, is kind of 1 round. You could do maybe 3 rounds of this video to help build the strength if you wanted to use it as a workout. And then in the next part of this series, I will teach you how to get into that supported headstand posture using the strength and conditioning that you've built and gained from this sequence. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and I'll catch you all again soon. Thank you.